All right, English 1. Welcome to the mini lesson module handout for dramatic conventions. Make sure at the top of your page you see 4A/4F19B. Those are the standards we're going to be working on today. All right, breaking down standard 4A, we're going to understand, make inferences, and draw conclusions about the structure and elements of drama, and provide evidence from the text to support our understanding. Students are expected to explain how dramatic conventions, monologues, soliloquies, dramatic irony enhance a dramatic text. So mostly we're going to be explaining, so we're going to explain and make inferences about drama. How are we going to do this, you might ask? Well, we are going to be doing this by annotating. Right as I write, follow along with the message. Feel free to pause and rewind if you need to slow down at any point in time. Notes number 1, we're going to define some dramatic terms. A drama is a literary work intended to be performed by actors. Stage directions describe the setting and tell the actors what to do. You will see the stage directions in italics. That's that slanted text. Dialogue are the words spoken by the characters. And the dialogue in drama helps to develop the plot and reveals the nature or the emotions of the characters. All right. After our notes 1, it is time to practice. Please take a moment to follow the directions and highlight. After you are finished highlighting, you may play the video and double check your answers. Highlight now. All right, now that you're ready to check your answers, we are going to identify our characters in yellow, Ben and Eli here to the side. Stage directions are what we see in italics. And then lastly, our dialogue in pink is going to be anything that is spoken by our characters. Great job. All right, moving on to notes number 2. Go ahead and flip your page. When we divide a play into sections, it's divided into acts and scenes. An act is a major division of a play. And then slightly smaller than an act, or within an act, is a scene, which is a subdivision of an act with a fixed setting and continuous time frame. Then we have types of speeches. A monologue is a long speech delivered by one character. A soliloquy is also a speech delivered by one character. Only the difference about a soliloquy is that it is given when the character is alone on stage. A soliloquy typically reveals a character's inner thoughts or emotions. All right, let's take a moment to practice. Look at practice number 2. I'm going to read the excerpts, and your job is to decide, is it a monologue or a soliloquy? Mark Antony's speech to the people of Rome in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Act 3, Scene 1 of Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. Here what we note is that this speech is given to the people of Rome. This speech in Hamlet, to be or not to be, is Hamlet questioning himself. Take a moment to circle the correct type of speech and check back. Number 1, the correct answer is a monologue. We know this is a monologue because the speech is spoken to other characters, the people of Rome. Number 2 is a soliloquy. We know this because the speech reveals Hamlet's thoughts while he is alone. Great job! Turn the page. Notes number 3. Here we're going to make complex inferences about our text. And the way that we're going to do that is by annotating. So I'm sure you're familiar with main ideas on the left, emotional associations on the right. We're going to take a look at this beginning part first, though. All right, our play is adapted from The Visit by Friedrich Dürrenmatt. And here in italics, we don't have stage directions, but what we do have is a little summary or a glimpse into the play before we get started. Whenever I see one of these before a text, I want to identify the characters. So I'm focused on identifying the characters first. When Claire was 17, the poor town she grew up in sent her away because she got pregnant out of wedlock by a boy named Anton Schill. Claire, now a billionaire, returns to the town. The town hosts a great welcome home ceremony for her where Anton Schill, now a grown man with a wife and children, enters the square to hear her speak. So I see two main characters, Claire and Anton Schill. I'm going to quickly identify them before I read the text. So I'm just going to abbreviate Anton Schill, and we've got our Claire. Claire was part of a poor town. Now she is a billionaire returning home. Our Anton Schill does not seem like a great guy because somehow he got Claire pregnant and then she ends up leaving this town and now he's coming back with his wife and children. So I'm going to call him an ex of Claire. And now we're ready to read our text. Starting in line 1, follow along with me as I read, and then we will group lines together and do main ideas and emotional associations. Claire starts out by saying, "In memory of the 17 years I spent among you, I am prepared to hand over as a gift to the town the sum of $1 billion. $500 million to the town and $500 million to be divided among the citizens. $1 billion on one condition. In exchange for my billion, I wish to buy justice. Justice cannot be bought, madam. Everything can be bought. I don't understand, madam. I want the life of Anton Schill." No, she's joking. That happened long ago. That's all forgotten." "Nothing is forgotten. Neither the morning in the forest, nor the nights in the great barn, nor the bedroom in the cottage, nor your treachery at the end. You said this morning you wished that time might be rolled back. Very well, I have rolled it back. And now it is I who will buy justice. You bought it with a bottle of liquor. I am willing to pay 1 billion marks. We may be poor, but we are not heathens. In the name of our town, I decline your offer. In the name of humanity, we shall never accept. Thank you, townsman. I can wait." All right, let's go back and annotate this text. In a drama, it's important to group lines together. It would be crazy to do a main idea and emotional associations for every single line. So we are going to group thoughts together here. In the beginning, what I note is that Claire's offering the town money. Claire offers town money. Judging by my punctuation here, I can assume that this is a shock to the town, a surprise. And if I was getting that much cash, I would probably be excited. Moving on, we find out what it is that Claire wants in exchange for this money. And that is Claire wants Anton Schill dead. She wants him dead. She is willing to pay $1 million, she says, to buy justice. This wording makes me think that she was treated unfairly and is now seeking revenge for something. If she wants to murder Anton Schill, I'm assuming that she is angry. And based on the townsman's response of I don't understand, I think the town would probably be confused. All right. My next group of lines, I see. This seems to have been a long-standing issue with Claire. She was 17 when she left, and I see that she says nothing is forgotten, even though Anton Schill thinks that it happened a long time ago. I also see this keyword treachery. So I'm going to say Claire has waited for justice. Based on this word treachery, I can make the assumption that at some point maybe she felt betrayed by Anton Schill. And now she wants payback. So I'm going to say she's filled with desire for payback. The town elder's response, he says, "We shall never accept." I think he feels horrified that Claire thinks the town would be willing to kill one of their townspeople for money. Okay. We're now going to go to our questions now that we've annotated the text. So go ahead and flip the page. Which word best describes the feeling that Claire expresses in line 9? Well, we got to go back to our text and take a look at line 9. We said Claire feels betrayed. She's full of desire. This word treachery and the idea that she has not forgotten this horrible event over time lets me know that. So I'm going to say that she expresses anger, vengeance, and some type of pain. Seems like she was hurt emotionally or physically a long time ago. When Claire says very well in paragraph 9, what is she really saying? Well, this is what she is literally saying. And we need to read between the lines and make an inference. So again, going back to paragraph 9, let's take a look at this very well in the context of our line. You said this morning you wish that time might be rolled back. Very well, I have rolled it back, and now it is I who will buy justice. So we're going to go here and make the assumption that Claire isn't really saying very well. She is telling Anton Schill that he did something bad, and now he's getting what he deserves. So I'm going to write that she's really saying, you're getting what you deserve.